All right. Hello and welcome to Three Geeks Podcast. It's just Max, Mike, and Dan today. We're not. We don't have our usual crew of 83 nerds to have an open panel discussion about random things. Today
you
it's
only
gonna
have three to have an open.
Yeah. So it'll be a lot quicker than normal. Is basically all I'm getting at. Cool. All right. So let's just get right into it. The Nintendo is saying that the Super Nintendo Classic, and they're going to re-release the Nintendo Classic, and they will have enough to keep on shipping all throughout Christmas and into 2018. How do you feel, Dan?
That makes me happy. They need to add a virtual console to the Switch. I don't really care so much about those. But yeah, I mean, I would like to play them on things I already have rather than buy a plug-and-play thing where I can't plug games into it. I mean, it's a cool concept and it's kind of neat, but for those who want more, go out and buy the old system.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too excited about it because there's only maybe 5 NES games that I actually wanted to play, so it doesn't really make, or Super Nintendo games that I really wanted to play. So,
but that's Star Fox 2.
Yeah, no. Crackling. That might be Mike. But yeah. So I'm kind of under-enthused about this too. The NES Classic I thought was a good idea. It's like, hey, let's get some stuff going. A fun little thing to get nostalgia. But when it made so much money, then I just knew that Nintendo was going to do the wrong thing, which is what they did. It's like, now they're going to release Super Nintendo Classic. They have to release the N64 Classic, and then it's just going to be this whole thing.
The GameCube Classic is just this little black cube.
But it plays GameCube discs.
There you go.
Fucking, I'm just a little underwhelmed from this. But I guess, if it's the target audience, I think for this is, those parents or whatever who don't want to fucking have to buy the system and 45 games and all that shit along with their other kids' shit. And then, and it's just it saves some time and hassle and they get to play a few games that they like. But so it's not really for me. So yeah, I could take it or leave it. But Mike, I know you're a Super Nintendo buff.
As in, I owned one many years ago. Yeah, I'm not really excited about this because, like you, Max, there's only a handful of Nintendo licensed games that I really enjoyed on Super Nintendo. All the others are Capcom or Konami based, and if I can't have those, then it's not really the point. Unless you give me Super Street Fighter or Turtles in Time, there's nothing really there for me to go out and buy that. So,
yeah, Turtles in Time. If you had some classic Mario games, Turtles in Time, Battletoads.
Ooh, what else are you gonna need?
Then
Castlevania 4.
I never played any Castlevanias.
So but the whip went in all the directions in that
one. Yeah, but it's fine. It's cool that Nintendo's finally realizing that hey, America probably needs more than 10 consoles for the entire entire country. So I'm glad that they're finally at least saying that they're going to try to keep up with demand versus what they normally do, which is yeah, we made 10, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but now you can't guarantee $80 for your console on eBay. You see?
Well, I mean, no, it's so dumb though because they retail for $60. They're selling for $200 online, and you can't find any in the store because everyone bought them all to sell them online.
Of course, that's what happens in that shit.
Right. So it's just dumb, and Nintendo stands to make the most money, and they're over here losing out because they create this market that they can't even exploit.
They just lost money to scalpers. Good job, guys.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. So yeah, I'm glad that at least for once, I mean, because it's a cheap console. I don't understand why they ran out of the NES Classic. If it was your Wii or your Wii U that takes a lot of money to make, and you're kind of losing money on every one that you sell, I understand not making a bunch of those, but this cheap little fucking thing that you can just crank out, like, why not? I thought
you can make a Raspberry Pi that plays all of that. You know, I mean, I'm not saying to go do that. I'm just saying it's cheap, dude.
Yes, but that involves you doing actual work. So Nintendo is like, here, you can take this pseudo Raspberry Pi, and we made it for you, and all the work is done. You just get to play. So yeah, again, like they're not doing what they normally do, and that's good because Nintendo losing out. They, like, I guess, I mean, I don't have the classic because I'm not going to spend $200 on it, and Nintendo never got my $60 in the first place. So they could have had it, and they did. But all right, fucking classics. Jamie Lee Curtis is back for the new Halloween movie coming out in 2018. And they are skipping most of the Halloween movies. They're saying this one is a direct sequel to Halloween 2. And everything else is null and void. Dan?
Was that me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay.
Dan, speak.
Sorry, I saw you say Dan, but I didn't hear it. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. I mean, 2 was my favorite one. There wasn't a whole lot you could really take away from the rest of the franchise. Sadly enough, like I liked 4, and I liked some of 5, but just scrap it all and just start back at the beginning. I mean, will it be that same night again? Like, is Michael Myers still on fire at the end, just like wandering around town?
That'd be cool if they pick up like 5 minutes
awesome.
after, but Jamie Lee Curtis is aged 83 years.
Yeah, they just no. See, it's her voice. They actually just like CGI'd her to be young Jamie Lee Curtis again.
No, so she's like Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, and she's just. I mean, you don't really notice that as much because Michael is like on fire the entire thing, like trying to get to everybody, because that's what happens when you blow up in a hospital room with tons of like oxygen tanks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, it's cool, I guess. I was happy when they were making a remake and it was Rob Zombie doing it, and I completely hated that thing when it came out. So I don't know. Mike?
I don't care because frankly, after 2, it gets boring except for except for 3.
Yes.
Now, if it had been continuation of 3 and is following like one of the surviving children from the big children's Halloween Eve massacre, I'd be more interested in that. But if it's just going to be, okay, here's Mike Myers again, because that's what we do in these movies instead of anything new, and we'll bring back Jamie Lee Curtis for all you older folks.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
I'm sure it'll make money, I'm sure, or maybe not. Who knows? Because... yeah, I agree with you, Dan. After 2, it's really not that interesting. It gets weird, though. Like what happens in 6 and Paul Rudd showing up in one of them.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's in
okay.
Was it The Curse of Michael Myers?
Was it the one where he's holding the baby the whole time? Was that?
Yeah. And Donald.
That was 6.
Well, there's 2 versions of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's one where
right.
Donald Pleasance is there and he just disappears and you hear him scream. You hear him doing the no, like scream. And then there's one where he gets that black thorn thing on him and he's possessed or something. I don't know.
I actually haven't seen the director's extended thing.
Yeah.
I heard it's all right.
Max is completely lost, but that's okay. But yeah, Paul Rudd, Max. He's in a Michael Myers movie.
Cool. I was just looking at a bunch of the Nightmare on Elm Street. Somebody turned them in at work here, and like I didn't realize like there's one with Patricia Arquette and
yeah.
Who else is in that one? There's somebody else famous. I was like, really? In a Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
Is that Freddy's Dead?
No, I think it was like Dream Warriors or something.
Because Freddy's Dead had a whole bunch of cameos in it.
Miko Hughes.
I mean, Johnny Depp.
One of them.
Johnny Depp was in a Nightmare on Elm Street, wasn't he?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
That creepy ass kid from Pet Sematary is in one of them.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how many people like got their start from Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like, you know.
He got stabbed. I
don't want to say. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, there's lag over here. He got run through while having sex, right?
Yeah, he got speared like.
Yeah. While he was spearing.
Got it.
Yes. See.
Double spear.
Double entendre there.
Double penetration.
Yep.
Did the girl get speared through too? Did he double penetrate?
Yes.
Nice. That's effective killing. It's efficient.
Yes, it is. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't want to call them like child stars because they're like, you know,
Teens.
like early 20s or like late teens, early 20s. But there's a lot of people that got like start in like crappy old horror movies, or even good old horror movies for that matter.
Crispin Glover's in 4, I think, of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman.
Why won't you die?
I mean, who wants to see Corey Feldman in anything though? Like,
he was an annoying.
I kind of do.
He was an annoying little shit when he was there. So it was child star Corey Feldman, so that was really unbearable.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I really like Corey Feldman in is fucking Goonies.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys and the
sucked.
I liked him in Lost Boys and the voice of Donatello.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he was the voice of Donatello.
And shame on you, Max. Lost Boys is awesome.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I fucking
thank you for
can't
coming to
stand
my
that.
rescue.
I don't see why people fucking go gaga over that movie. Like,
it's just too scary for you, man.
Apparently, Kiefer Sutherland vampires too much.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland, Bill S. Preston Esquire's in there.
Yeah.
Ted Theodore Logan.
I never remember that guy's real name.
Alex Winters. Alex Winters. Yeah.
Okay.
But we were talking about Halloween. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dan and I are of the opinion that whatever. I would be much more interested in what they would do with like a Halloween anthology, like what they had in mind for after Part 3. But then everyone was like, "No, Part 3 sucks because it doesn't have Mike Myers in it because we like predictable stories."
I mean, but when you start a series with like at least 2 movies with the same plot, you can't really make an anthology out of it.
Yeah.
With Silent Night, Deadly Night, the same thing.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. I mean, the first one I would put up there with the first Halloween, but Part 2 after that is like.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they're good movies. I'm just saying like they tried like to do.
Is that the one we watched at your place with the eyebrow guy?
That was Part 2.
That was Part 2.
Yeah, no, I definitely recommend the Silent Night, Deadly Night drinking game where you drink every time this dude raises his eyebrows. It is almost
Eric
impossible.
Freeman is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good times. That movie is fucking terrible, but the drinking game does make it interesting, to say the least.
We didn't make it through the whole thing either. You passed out.
Yeah, because there's so much
75. Yeah, we were 3/4 of the way through, and you passed out.
But he got through Garbage Day, so it's okay.
You got through Garbage Day, yeah. So.
Oh man, but I mean, like, if you watch 3/4 of that movie, I guess I missed the part where it's actually a different movie because most of it just replays with the first one.
You saw some of it.
He did miss Garbage Day. You and I were awake for Garbage Day. He fell asleep before Garbage Day.
Oh,
Well, you're gonna have to watch it again, Max.
And I remember Garbage Day.
Right,
Like
we might have
running
shown
around
you
the
the
street,
clip
kill
of it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, fucking. So check out Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Play the drinking game if you want to get totally fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
And put Jamie Lee Curtis in any sequels.
Yeah. There you go.
Curtis, she's a good enough actress. I got no problems with her.
I mean,
I just I've never been.
So long as it's not what they do with reboots or with, picking up many years after the film for another sequel, where they just have them there for 5 minutes to kind of pass the baton.
Oh, you mean like H2O? Was that the one that they killed her?
Busta Rhymes?
No, it's the one after that.
She was, yeah, in the next one, I can't remember that one. But yeah, there's 5 minutes of it, right? Yeah, I believe so.
I almost watched that one because Busta Rhymes was in it, and I was like,
LL Cool
he's
J
gonna die first.
2-0.
Yeah, okay.
LL Cool J was in Deep Blue Sea.
The sharks are smarter.
You know what? Deep Blue Sea is one of my fucking guilty pleasures. I don't know why I like that movie, but I do.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
I mean, I can't really blame you on that one. I mean, it's not a
shark
horrible movie.
It's pretty bad. But the shark eats the parrot in that movie, doesn't it?
Shark eats a lot of.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think because LL Cool J has.
Shark ate Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, it definitely ate the shit out of Samuel L. Jackson. That was like one of the. That's probably why I like the movie so much, just because of that.
And it's up to the lane.
Just because of getting.
Save the day.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane is cool. You know, I like, despite the fact that he's in a bunch of like shitty fucking movies that I can't stand. I don't know why. I like Thomas Jane though. I got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's a great talent. He just had the unfortunate opportunity to play one of the shittier versions of the Punisher.
Yeah.
Even though I really don't have much problem, he was just in a shitty version of the Punisher.
I mean, it's boring, and that's what a Punisher movie shouldn't be. That's my problem with it.
I liked him in The Mist. The Mist is really
good.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Oh, dude, The Mist has the greatest ending I've ever seen in a movie.
Yes.
That hollowed out my day. I was just like, when I first saw it, I'm like, I can't do anything else for the rest of the day. That bums me.
Oh, dude.
And then a couple of years later, I see all those people in The Walking Dead, so it's all good.
Not fun. I laughed probably for 20 minutes after seeing the end of The Mist, just because that's so tragically funny. Like, and you know, I'm just so impressed by the director and everybody for getting that ending. Because I mean, like,
yep.
how often do you get the super bummer ending? Like, this is the worst possible thing to happen.
The only thing that would have persuaded me to go watch Dark Tower is if they just like sidestepped into that, you know, that particular story, like traveling between whatever universes or dimensions they do, and they just walk in as he's there, just going like, like, Gunslinger's like, holy shit, this is awkward. Let's get out of here.
It's like, hey man, what's going on with you there, fella? You seem to be having a pretty rough go.
No, they just walk by and they shake their heads and keep going.
He's just over there blubbering. Oh my god, it's the greatest ending ever. I love them. Like, Darabont, fucking kudos to you, dude. Like, I just don't ever see that. So yeah, I'm glad he had the guts and the gumption to put the super depressing ending in there so that I could have 20 minutes of sheer. But yeah, Hellboy, the new Hellboy picks have come out. Did you guys look at any of those?
I saw the one pick.
Yep.
There's 5.
Oh.
Ooh.
I have 4 more to look at, I guess.
Yeah.
Are they just of him again?
Yeah, no, it's all like the same thing.
Okay.
He's just like muscling around.
There's like 3 actual Hellboy picks, which all pretty much look the same, and then 1 pick of the dude in the mold, his arms in the mold to build the gauntlet or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
His right hand.
And then there's another picture of him with Ron Perlman and what's that fucking guy's name? Short, fat guy.
In a little coat.
Starts with a P, I think. Oh, well, fucking whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he looks like
Penguin?
And yeah, that too. No, definitely not the Penguin. How is Gotham still on the air?
Oh my god, we're jumping. I don't know.
I just had that conversation like half an hour ago.
How? Why? What is going on where Gotham stays on the air and they take Young Justice off the air?
That's been the question for a couple of years now.
Right? I don't have an answer for that one. At least not a short one.
But about Hellboy.
Did you like the Hellboy? Are you nervous for the new Hellboy movie? Are you excited? Does the picture get your mojo rocking?
Are you crying because of the new Hellboy picture?
Yes.
It is that beautiful?
It is so beautiful that I no. Anyone?
Well, we were asking you. Are you excited for new Hellboy?
My bad. Sorry. Not particularly. I liked the first one. Second one was all right. I didn't really have anything bad to say, but I could kind of take it or leave it. I never really got into the BPRD comics because they always confuse me where to start.
That's true. Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, well, nah.
At the beginning. You try.
Yeah, but where's the beginning? There's no book that has a 1 on it.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of them are like filler stories or backup features for some other comics.
They're all like different story arcs, and it's like, what do I know? Okay.
Is it supposed?
Is it what?
Is it supposed to be a sequel, or is it going to be just a reboot again?
I think it's a hard reboot.
Okay. I mean, he looks exactly like Ron Perlman in that getup, so I was just like, are they just continuing on? Is it just because Ron's old that they don't want him decked out in the makeup anymore, and they'll just get a new guy who looks just like him?
and the makeup makes him look like a giant red Ted Danson. So,
which I mean,
like that.
That's what Ron looked like.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So David Harbour is playing Hellboy. Ian McShane is going to play the old dude, Professor Trevor Brudenholm.
The old dude.
The John Hurt character.
Yeah. Mia Jovovich is in it.
She's probably going to play, what's her name? Elizabeth, the pyrotechnic.
No, she's the villain, the Blood Queen.
Okay. I'll watch that.
Yeah,
See, now I want to go see it.
I think the movie is a hard reboot. I'm not trying to read this whole thing, but it's seeming to me like they're just going in a whole new way. It's kind of sucks that Del Toro didn't get to do a third one. I would like to see the Perlman Del Toro combination again.
Is he
producing
or anything?
I don't think so. I think he's just got too much on his plate and he can't do it. I like the dude who's playing Hellboy now, David Harbour, right?
Hopper. Yep.
All right, but so I dig him. I liked him in Stranger Things. I don't want to write him off and be like, oh, this movie's gonna be shitty, before, because Hellboy 2 is kind of meh. The first Hellboy, I like it because I feel like they did a lot with that little budget, and what they did was it was such a solid flick that I give it more. I give it extra points because it really wasn't supposed to be as good as I thought it turned out. You can tell, Guillermo del Toro's his puppeteering and his monsters are all help bring everything to life. So I really dug the first one. The second one was a little too much CG for me, and I thought it was a little generic, but it was still a fun Hellboy movie. When Hellboy gets beat up by the lockers, the mist dude with the lockers, fucking, there's a bunch of good shit in there. But I'm excited to see this Hellboy movie because I dig a Hellboy movie. I hope they make it a little darker and they get a little grittier. Hellboy actually deals with some hell shit. That would be kind of cool. But we'll see how it goes. So far, he looks like Hellboy. We can report that he officially does.
Good reporting, Max.
Yeah, it's live and up to the minute updates. Hellboy's in makeup right now.
I want to do an Amazing Screw-On Head live action movie. That's what I want.
The Amazing Screw-On Head.
Oh, you guys didn't know about this? It's another Mike Mignola property, I think, and they actually turned in a 22-minute animated pilot for it. Like it's basically about it's like steampunk. It's about this head, this mechanical head that screws onto different like bodies of weapons during Civil War time. Lincoln. He's like a secret operative for Abraham Lincoln. And his girlfriend's a vampire and his arch nemesis is a zombie. And Paul Giamatti was the voice of the amazing Screw-On Head.
Nice.
I want to see this.
Yes.
With
With
David Hyde Pierce as the zombie guy. Yeah, just look for Amazing Screw-On Head. I thought it was actually kind of fun, and I was kind of like, you know what? I would want to see this live action, honestly.
All right. Now I'm gonna check that out. That sounds good. I'm down. A fucking vampire girlfriend. Okay. You know, I'm a weird robot head with a vampire girlfriend. Like,
and he screws onto different bodies.
Does he screw onto like a porn star and goes like, "Hey, baby, you know, like, let's do this thing." I only got this for the next 45 minutes.
He probably could. From what I recall, it's like he can screw onto a body that's like just weapons galore, and he can screw onto something like is his transportation system, and but that's it. It's just this head bopping around, sounding like Paul Giamatti.
I'm down. I'm down for this. Paul Giamatti's awesome. I can watch that guy in anything.
Yeah. I mean, he even made John Dies at the End, the movie, even though it was missing half the book. He still made it awesome.
I have not seen that movie, but
good movie.
Paul Giamatti's in it, so it can't be half bad.
Read the book first, but pretty good.
Nah, so you probably want to read the book second if the book is better than the movie.
Or
I feel like you should always.
Or since reading is so passe, what else could they do? Audible
Trial. Oh,
they can go to www.audibletrial.com/3geeks and get that motherfucker on audiobook. They have over 180,000 possible titles for you to choose from. So get your audiobook on. Go to www.audibletrial.com/3geeks and hook us up. Go get your free audiobook when you sign up. It's like $15 a month. It's good shit. So yeah, check that out. And the big news of the evening. Now, shit. Let me get all our shameless plugs out of the way. Arc Matter, what's going on, dude? We love you. We're still watching your shit. How you doing? Fucking check out Mike at Mike McGTV. All of his stuff is awesome. I mean, it's varying degrees of awesome, but it's still all awesome. And yeah, is there any other? Oh yeah, so TeePublic, we've got t-shirts on TeePublic. Just go to teepublic.com, type in 3 Geeks or Mike McG. He's got some t-shirts on there. I think all of our designs are done by Mike, so it's really good stuff. Check those out, and please go get your t-shirt. Anything else? Dan?
Arc Matter? Did we get Arc Matter?
We said Arc Matter. We shouted him out.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
Cool. All right. So that's it. That's all the shameless plugs. The big news of the evening. J.J. Abrams coming back to Star Wars. He's going to direct Episode 9. Are you excited? Are you worried it's going to be a little too much like Return of the Jedi? How you feeling, Mike? Mid-yawn.
No, that was not related to the announcement of J.J. Abrams. I mean, it's a fine choice. It's a safe choice. So I'm sure he'll do a very fine, safe job. That's all I got, really. Because
nice.
You're not excited?
No, not really. I mean, I would have liked to see something different or someone different that isn't. It's not going to happen, though, because Disney is all about we got to keep it safe and synergized within the company and things like that. Let's not take too many chances because this is a big franchise, and I don't know. I would have liked to see maybe something a little bit not so Disney-fied. J.J. Abrams is full on in the Disney family. I'm rambling now, but it's just like it's going to be fine. He'll do a fine, serviceable, safe job with Episode 9. It'll be fun. You'll get your nostalgia kicks. Won't be too challenging with regards to, expanding your perception of Star Wars or the characters of Star Wars too much. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, pleasant, comforting Star Wars pie. I don't know. We'll see. Dan,
how you feeling?
I like Star Wars pie. That's good. No, I mean, what I would want from Abrams is, like, you know, have the Starship Enterprise come in and, like, fight one of the Imperial ships, and then Luke is, like, running and yelling "Khan" really loud. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much have to side with Mike. It's J.J. Abrams doing Star Wars again. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of super enthused. I can't wait to see J.J. Abrams' new movie. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this only makes me happy because I'm sure it's not going to be bad. Like, I can deal with an okay Star Wars movie. I just I can't handle more prequels. So as long as it's not that, I'll be okay. Yeah, J.J. Abrams is a perfectly fine pick. Yeah, it would be nice to see someone a little more like original, kind of doing something a little different. But again, I'm just happy to see a Star Wars movie that doesn't suck. So J.J. Abrams can definitely provide that. And they got my $7 for sure.
I feel like I need to elaborate on this whole thing because it does come across like I'm just very like, whatever, JJ. Here's the whole deal. JJ's wheelhouse now is big blockbuster stuff. Like, the guy's perfectly comfortable there. And I always find projects more interesting when you take someone who's made 100% comfortable in that genre and put them there. Like the guy who's doing Last Jedi, Rian Johnson. He had one big movie before this? It wasn't even a big movie. It was a small, quiet sci-fi action thriller. And they're like, hey, let's give him Star Wars. Like, that intrigues me more than Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, Looper.
Looper, yeah. I don't know why I was blanking on the name. I love Looper. And that's the thing. It's like, it was, you know, it's not like this huge space opera. It's just this small, quiet little crime story that just happens to have time travel in it.
The Time Cop was better.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, fucking... if you have a dude doing the splits...
I just have to throw that in anytime anybody says Looper.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The acting capabilities of Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme far surpass. But whatever. He can
anyone in Looper. Yeah. Yeah. And he can still do the splits.
That's the whole deal. That was his big claim to fame. And Disney was like, let's give him a Star Wars movie. And we'll see how that plays out. It might suck ass, honestly, but you know what? I'm more interested in what a guy who's come from very little can do as opposed to a guy who's been doing sci-fi stuff in mainstream for 10 years now. 10 years and more, honestly, if you count the stuff he's done on TV. So, and Felicity.
Yeah, when does a giant evil cloud show up and kill everyone?
Oh,
it's Sith Lord. Snoke is going to turn into a giant cloud.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, what directors would you have wanted to see do Episode 9 after they kicked out Jurassic World, dude?
Personally?
Yeah. I know you'd give it to probably the guy who did Ichi the Killer or something like that, but
I mean, that may not be a bad plan. I would actually give it to oh God, who the hell just did Valerian? I forget the guy's name.
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson. Yeah. I would give it to him just to see what he'd do.
It would be batshit.
It would be visually stimulating.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be like, oh, I got Star Wars now. Yeah.
I always wanted him to go back to the Fifth Element universe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm really surprised. Like, for as much as beloved as Fifth Element is, like, never even. I mean, I guess I gotta give him props because he doesn't want to release a shitty fucking sequel. But on the other hand, I don't know. I'm surprised there was never a sequel.
And when Gary Oldman's dead in the first story, then why even bother? It's like,
well, he could come back though. I don't know.
The clone of what was his name? Zorg.
No, Zorg.
Was it
Okay,
Zorg?
whatever. It's been a
I think
while.
it was Zorg. But yeah, no, I mean, I'd be down. They could do another one now. You know, get like old Mia Jovovich, I mean, old Bruce Willis and older Mia Jovovich together. Like, is she still showing everybody her multi-pass? Like, what's going on?
Multi-pass.
Yeah.
Multi-pass.
I want to go watch The Fifth Element now.
I knew a girl in college who went around as, what was her name? Lilu in for Halloween. Like, it was nothing but tape, nothing but electrical tape. I'm just like,
that had to suck to take off.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
But you gotta double side it though. It's okay. You don't just strap that shit on there.
Nah,
Right.
You go authentic. You lay down, someone straps the straps over you, and you get out of there.
So you thinking Luke Besson?
Yeah, I mean that would be my like safest idea of who I would want to do it.
Ah, safe. See, you're playing safe too.
Well, no, that's not. It's still crazy, but I mean it's my most mainstream one. Like, you know, you could give it to like Harvey Keitel.
Who's the dude that did The Conjuring?
James Wan.
Yeah, I want that
James
guy.
Wan. Yeah,
He's doing Aquaman.
God. It's like a horrible Saw universe.
Well, he's doing
Nah, 'cause-
Aquaman, so we'll see.
Like, I mean, I feel like that guy is like a hard push to the right or whatever, and Disney would have to like reel him in. And I feel like the middle ground that they would come to would be an awesome like movie.
You end up with Hellraiser 4 again, where they're doing a giant box in space, and
Never seen it.
yeah, I know.
You'd like Hellraiser 5, Max. Henry
Was it
Cavill's in that.
like-
Henry Cavill's
Oh,
in
yeah.
that one.
Oh, Superman, does he die?
Oh yeah. Oh, does he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I was like, I think he does.
pretty sure he does.
Pretty sure he
Right,
does.
He's a-
I mean, I was about to say I'm down for any movie where Superman dies, but that's not true.
I mean, Batman v Superman, he died in that.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say it, and I can't. It's not true.
It would have been more interesting if he was killed off by Pinhead in that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for the giant shared universe.
But yeah, no, they already had too much going on already. Like, you want to add more characters into this? And like, no, I'm sorry.
What the hell? Why not?
It's not what the movie needs.
But they're not comic book characters. Well, okay, they kind of are comic book characters, but they're not DC characters. It's okay.
Good God, Batman vs Superman. Yeah, but Mike, who would you have? Who would you have direct?
I'm honestly, I don't know. Like, it would be a nice toss-up between at least 3 names for me. It would be either Denis Villeneuve, just because we've seen him do a lot of like more grounded, serious stuff, even though some of that's like sci-fi based, like Arrival and things like that. And he's doing the new Blade Runner, of course. But I'd like to see him try to tackle something, let's say, a little bit lighter. I would love to know what light Denis Villeneuve would be like. And then I guess my follow-up to that would be my safe choice, I guess, would be Justin Lin, since he did a great job with Beyond. Because up until then, like, as far as I know, Star Trek Beyond was his first foray into sci-fi action. He did all the Fast and Furious stuff before that.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do with another sci-fi action thing that's actually meant to be more action-based than Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I mean that'd be pretty good. I mean, yeah, I think so. I liked Arrival a lot. I thought that was a solid, like. I mean, again, like, the twist at the end makes it all worth it. It's like, wow, like, she still went through it. Like, knowing that you're gonna have like the most heart-wrenching moments of your life, but you still do everything the same. And yeah,
That's how Star Wars Episode 9 ends. Is it Kylo Ren? Spoilers for anyone. Kylo Ren actually ends up like going back in time to the bridge with Han, and he gives him a cell phone. He's like, oh. Instead of killing him, he's just like, you got to take this call, Father.
Oh man, I'm excited for fucking 8 though. It's gonna be good. I think I got a feeling.
I haven't heard anything about another trailer dropping anytime soon. So I'm very excited about that because we don't need it.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't want to see shit. I just go to the movie and enjoy it and all of its newness that I haven't seen yet because I haven't watched 80,000 trailers that depict the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
All you really need is somebody to say Star Wars. You don't need trailers.
Right?
You just need like a bunch of merchandise in the fucking store, and then they're like, "Oh, new Star Wars!" And then
I saw there was an article or something some other geek website had posted with regards to it wasn't a trailer, it was like that kind of behind the scenes montage thing, and they showed Carrie Fisher at the very end of it because she had just passed away, and everyone's like, "Oh, Carrie Fisher." But they showed off like some of the effects, some of the creature stuff they're doing for the new one, and one of them was like the short little thing with the big eyes.
yeah,
Like the cute little furry thing with the big eyes, and this geek website was already like, "This sucks already. They're putting in littler Ewoks. This movie blows."
It's okay if there's only one.
Apparently, there might be a couple more. There might be a
could
couple of
only
them.
one.
There might be a couple of them.
Like if you're not going to a village of them and then fighting a bunch of trained, hardened stormtroopers with teddy bears, then
I think one pops up on like the dashboard of the Millennium Falcon, so they're gonna be like tribbles and just invade the whole ship.
Oh,
I'm down for that.
yeah.
As long as the plot doesn't hinge on them, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Watch.
those
are the biggest Force users around, are those little furry things.
The midichlorian count is off the scale.
Luke's been training with them. Those are his new Jedi masters, are the little furry things with the big eyes.
That's Yoda's actual race.
They start on when they're like 30 years old. They start off furry and adorable, but when they get older, they become green and wrinkle.
When they get around 200, they go up to like 3 feet and fucking they get ornery.
I just couldn't believe that. Like I was reading this article and they're like, this is another affront to our common sense here. It's like this movie's gonna suck because they already put in cute things again.
Oh my god,
it's gonna be Jar Jar Binks all over again. And I'm just like, yeah, exactly.
Jar Jar
it's like.
Come on, people.
It's like you're getting mad at what a corporation built off of a cartoon mouse is doing. Come on.
Everybody knows.
Oh, Mike.
That's the world we live in.
Everybody knows that Jar Jar is Snoke, so you know.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Right, Max?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Remind me to punch you in the face next time I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's these internet nerds, they're gonna fucking overreact. It's kind of what they do. So, like I guess we just gotta take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I'm not gonna write off the movie off seeing 13 seconds of and then whatever they showed you might not even end up in the movie. Like what if they just did it?
Exactly.
They're gonna.
So, yeah.
It was just funny too because there was a bunch of people saying there's a bunch of our people, nerds, that are very divided on JJ coming back. Some are like, yes, bring him back. Force Awakens was awesome. And there are those being like, no, he sucks. It's just gonna, like you said, it's just gonna be Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you take out the Ewoks out of Return of the Jedi, and that's a pretty solid flick.
It's honestly good.
It's just those pesky fucking Ewoks.
Fire J.J. Abrams and bring in Terrence Malick.
Guillermo del Toro. That's who I want to see do it.
There you go.
That would be cool.
Well, then you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a bunch of huge ass robots punching Death Stars in the face.
Sounds great.
No, because weird eye aliens in their hands.
Or Ron Perlman as an alien that doesn't quite look like Hellboy, but is Hellboy.
An alien that doesn't quite look exactly like Ron Perlman, but they use Ron Perlman.
They use the exact same, prosthetics and makeup of Hellboy, except this time he's just blue.
Yeah. No, I think that is too close to the. Oh no, I guess Disney. No, that's DC. Never mind. Blue Devil would be a character that they can't fucking the copyright infringement. They might.
Yeah. Okay. Purple then. Purple.
Now we're talking.
There we go.
Purple Demon.
I don't think Ron Perlman's played a purple character yet. So.
pretty sure you're right. We're gonna have to do some fact checking, but I'm gonna go with you on that one. All right, now here's something we haven't done in a little bit. Fucking video game chatter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone else played Destiny 2?
No.
It's taking the world by storm.
So enjoy the chatter, Max.
There it is.
Yes. All right. Well, no. We'll just make this quick then. I fucking picked up Destiny 2. Released 2 weeks ago or last week?
I think it was 2 weeks ago, or was it last week? Yeah.
Either way, it released, and it's a lot of fun. I didn't play the first one, so a lot of the bugs apparently have been worked out.
That's probably
that being said, you can't set your own waypoint on the fucking map. This shit's been going down since fucking the year 2000. I don't understand why you can't set a fucking waypoint on the fucking map. And then there's the jumping is stupid. And I'm not really a huge fan of the PvP. But like everything else in the game is like crack. All the bad shit doesn't even matter. You just end up playing the game more and more and more. It's really interesting because I'll sit there getting frustrated at all the shit that I can't stand, but I won't turn the game off.
There's no boring Dinklage robot accompanying you?
No, they gave a new voice actor the job. They fired Dinklage and he erased him from the fucking record. Like they replaced all of Dinklage's lines. So you're not gonna get your little Game of Thrones jollies on Destiny. I'm sorry.
But Nathan Fillion's in there, right?
Nathan Fillion is still equipping it up.
I might have to go out and just buy Destiny 2 then. Do I have to have played Destiny in order to understand what I'm going through?
Destiny 1 had almost no story at all, so I would say no.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 then.
Yeah, so it's Nathan Fillion, Captain Daniels, and fucking Zoe from Firefly. Captain Daniels from The Wire.
Yeah.
Who I just can't think of him as anybody else after watching The Wire. I just always think like, oh god, Captain Daniels is in this too. Like fucking that's a little weird. Shared universe. Like John Wick. I was like, what the fuck is Captain Daniels doing working at a goddamn hotel? Like he should be out solving crimes. He should be stopping John Wick, not fucking letting him sleep for the night.
Oh.
Does he play like a bellhop or like the front doorsman in like an intergalactic hotel? Because I'd be happy with that.
Now this one, he's more in Destiny 2. He's more to his Captain Daniels character than he is to the John Wick character. He's
taking down intergalactic
like
drug dealers. Cool.
Yeah, man. Fucking and every other motherfucker that gets his way. But it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Nathan Fillion. It's worth it almost just to hear Nathan Fillion because like it's just kind of dopey and he's really headstrong and rash. So he's like running in and getting into all kinds of shenanigans. That's pretty fun. And yeah, like the graphics are obviously out of the they're spot on. The shooting is awesome. Like a lot of the gameplay is just a lot of fun, and the loot keeps you like they keep dangling that carrot and you keep chasing it. Chase dragon, but you'll never catch it. Fucking, I haven't got to do any of the big raids yet. I've only just now got to do one of the harder strike team missions where you got to get 3 people to do it, and it's set up up a difficulty level. So I'm still working my way through those.
In other words, you're trying to convince me and Dan to get Destiny 2 so that we can go do raids.
Oh yeah, man! Like I'm trying to have fire teams at any point in time. Like hey, Mike's not available. I know 5 other people that are going to be on right now. Like so, I need to get as many friends as possible playing Destiny 2, so that I personally don't ever not have a fire team.
You're going to build up your empire online.
Yes. Yeah. So no, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm still playing Overwatch though. I prefer Overwatch. It's much cleaner. The frame rate is faster. So the game moves faster. It was weird when I hopped out and I was playing Overwatch for a little bit, and I'm like, why do I suck so bad? But I'm moving slow, like as far as for the game. And then I switch to Destiny 2, and I'm like, why is fucking everything? You know, like I can't do anything. I'm sluggish. But I'm a little better in that game too because now everything's slowed down. So like I'm just like, oh no, that guy Plow, like yeah, Plow, fucking. Recommend playing Overwatch and then playing Destiny 2 in the same day, so that way you get a little bit of a bonus advantage while your brain is still moving faster than the game.
Fair enough.
Give yourself an aneurysm.
Yeah, if you have epilepsy, I don't recommend doing any of it. But all right, well, that's everything I got. Mike, did you have anything else?
I'm just trying to think of something video game, but the thing is like the only thing I can think of is Battlefront 2, but that's still,
that's coming out
2 months out, 3 months out.
I'm excited for that
out?
though.
Okay.
I think it's 2 months out.
I'm at this point I'm just wondering too if it's worth a pre-order or not, because it's going to be all the stuff up front, right?
I'm gonna wait until they tell me that the load times aren't 45 minutes to play a fucking game, and then
that's the clincher. Yeah,
they dump you in a game that's ending in 5 seconds, so then you got to wait another fucking 45 minutes. That fucking Star Wars Battlefront can lick my dick. It's ridiculous. Like even if the game was the sweetest game on the planet, the load times make it unplayable.
The leveling up is kind of ridiculous too in that game as well. Like it takes you forever. Like I'm at level. I gave up at like level 42, and I'm like I'm only 10 away or 8 away. I'm just like, but whatever. It's not worth it. I think I'm gonna hold out on Battlefront.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting on the reviews for that one. They can't. I know that they promised like all the DLC will be free. The game is actually finished now before they release it. Fucking, they've said that they've done all these things, but after the giant fucking fiasco that was Battlefront, I'm not buying it. So no, there's just no way. Like fuck you guys. Like that I'm tired of getting half a game. You know, like if you're not going to release the whole game, then don't release the game. I don't see why they even bother with release dates until the game is finished. Like, because know it's going to go past whatever date they said anyway.
Yeah, you just bought Destiny.
What?
You just bought Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's because
I didn't. I slogged through the entire thing, and I got like a tiny bit more story because of it. And I was like, it's not worth it.
They did it right this time, I feel. It's like
I don't know. They're gonna have to convince me more. So you guys
I don't know what else to say. Like I mean, Destiny 2 is a lot of fun, and I've heard that's played the first game. This game is like a giant relief compared to that one, just because like half of the shit is fixed and the story is engaging and there's this. Yeah, it exists. So
it won't be like, I'm waiting on DLC.
Came from the moon.
Yeah. So, and then they are coming out with DLC, and they got a plan for that. So, Destiny 2 is pretty well supported.
It doesn't feel like, I'm missing a significant amount that I have to wait for in the DLC. It's like, no, there's a substantial amount right now in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot. It took me like. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no! You go ahead and finish up your thought because I'm gonna segue something.
It took me like I'm gonna say 4 or 5 days to actually get through the whole story. It took me that long to get to level 20. But it wasn't. You can team up pretty quick. There's not a long wait before you can join your friends, and then you can kind of grind through the story mode. And it took me that long, but I wasn't really hardcore about playing. Because like moving from Overwatch to Destiny 2 again, like it's slower. The jumping is dumb. There's a cut. Like I wasn't really a huge fan, but like once they get their hooks in you, man, it's over. Like I really just want to end this podcast so we can go play Destiny, but.
Sorry. We're keeping you from your work.
I kid. How about that now? Mike, what were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing. It was just recalling back to the SNES talk. It was just like I've been so caught up on Sonic Mania stuff, and again, a plug for my channel, of course. I put up my Twitch streams of the game
Nice.
playthrough up there. I'm not really good at it at all, which is fine though, because I'm still having a blast though, because it is a throwback to 16-bit Genesis glory, and I recommend that game because that's been out.
So is that on?
You can get it online.
Is that? Oh, sorry, it's online.
There's like a custom like statue and old school Genesis console setup that you can buy in stores, but that's like $60. Like the actual game's only like $20.
Yeah.
But it's like it's got a lot of fun game play in there so far, and it's an old Sonic levels and everything like that. Like it's the Sonic you want, not whatever they try to do with Sonic these days, where they try to throw in an elaborate Final Fantasy style story behind him. It's like, no, just go around, collect rings, and do your thing.
And now he's a werewolf. And now he does this.
Yeah, it's like it's
and now here's his evil cousin.
And now he has guns for some reason.
So I've been doing
dude.
I've been doing that and been revisiting Arkham on my Xbox One. I traded in my old 360 Arkham games for the Return to Arkham finally. The remastered is really cool.
Is it? I was eyeballing it. We had it in the store, but then of course somebody bought it out from under me.
It looks.
How dare you buy things?
It looks really good, and all the stuff, all the downloadable stuff is already included on that disc. And Arkham Origins is backwards compatible too, so I'm just going through the whole saga on Xbox One.
Do you play Origins first?
Yes.
Good man.
What I do,
Good man.
What I do is I start off about 25% of Origins, and then I'll start a little bit of Arkham. Like I'll have stories running concurrent.
Oh man, good shit. I haven't played freaking Arkham in a while. I should revisit that.
Arkham Origin, everyone gives that one crap, but it's just, you know what? It's a perfectly adequate Arkham game. It's like, what do you want?
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like the problem with Origins was like you had Arkham Asylum, which changed the game. Everyone, holy shit, I fucking love this, right? Then you have Arkham City, which changes the game again, and then Arkham Origins was just on the same level as Arkham City.
Yeah,
or maybe a little bit worse, but not like really noticeably worse. And
in terms of story, though, that makes sense because it's like, it's Batman starting out, so of course it's not going to be throwing a shit ton of extremely Arkham Knight level stuff at you because they're saving that for Arkham Knight.
And then Arkham Knight changes consoles, steps it up again. And so that's why I feel like Arkham Origins doesn't get the love, just because it was on par with the one that came before it, not changing the fucking game like every other one did. Yeah. So yeah, it does get the shit end of the stick. But hey, we still love you, Arkham Origins. We'll still play you.
I'll still play it. To kind of take off from the Destiny 2, which is a brand new game, visit a bunch of your older games, is all I'm saying. It's so fun.
No, that's like, I don't really consider myself a gamer because I really only play like 5 games.
Yeah.
Like in a year. Like 5 is the top end. So, if I get a Batman game, that'll keep me happy for at least 8 months. Like, I don't even care. They're like, Max, we're going to go do these things. I was like, the Batman game?
Can't. Justice.
Can go away.
Dead parents have to fight.
Dead parents.
Vengeance will live. All right, cool. I think that's everything.
Yep.
We've been going at it for an hour, fellas. I thought this wasn't going to be a long episode, but we managed to make it a solid fucking episode.
We generate content on the spot, man.
So check out our buddy Arc Matter. Check out Mike. Get Mike McGee TV, or YouTube, Mike McGee, yada yada yada. You want to hit him with the actual thing, Mike?
It's fine. They can find me.
Cool. YouTube, Mike McGee. Check it out. Obviously, you got us, the Three Geeks, Three Geeks Network. You can check out all of our podcasts. Will be on our website, 3geeks.ninja. That's the number 3geeks.ninja. TeePublic, again, check out TeePublic. Type in 3 Geeks in the search bar. You'll find our stuff. Type in Mike McGee in the search bar. You'll find his stuff. Audible.com. audibletrial.com/3geeks for all your audiobook needs. We've been your geeks. Thank you very much for joining us, and you all recycle your droids.